he was very specific so that you understand that this is not hatred. It's a double entendre he's giving you. He's saying I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make.
All right, Nostradamus himself, the truth seeker, the all-seeing eye, prophet Katt Williams, was showing Kendrick some love. And he said he's also a fan of Drake too. Let's hear what Katt had to say. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
I told you what my job is with God's people. So it doesn't matter if it's like, I knew Kendrick Lamar when he wanted to go by his real name. He wanted to be Kendrick Duckworth, and he had a book bag full of notepads that he would carry around. And he loved me because I also had the notebooks as well with my stuff in them as well, and we were kindred spirits. This is when Nipsey is still selling mixtapes right outside of the little studio we had. You see what I'm saying? I'm in a blue drop top Phantom Den. Like, I'm a part of the culture, good or bad. Like, there's no claims for me to get. I don't need props for my involvement. But if there are stories, all of them will be of me assisting in some way and offering some service. I'm never holding balls. I'm never dick eating. I'm never glazing. I don't need to yes man you. I'm trying to help in all interactions. So
PTO, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, he received the standing ovation and an encore chant earlier this month in T-Dot in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? On his GNX tour date. His 2024 run is going to be remembered by a lot of people as, you know what I'm saying, like the summer that he absolutely destroyed Drake. You know what I'm saying? And
talk about a lot of the stuff he was talking about that goes on in the industry.
Exposing a lot of what's going on in the industry.
Well, he's been one of the top 3 greatest rappers from his very first project, which is almost unheard of. So I'm saying.
Was that a Section 8?
Yeah. Like,
they Kendrick spirits, man.
Yeah. This is in Drake land.
Shout out Katt.
Getting the
Shout
one
out
more
Katt.
time to sing about how I'm a pedophile in my hometown is crazy, bro. That's crazy. But I feel like a lot of folks that are fans of Kendrick are fans of yours, right? Like, you guys occupy a lot of the same space within culture. And
that's why I said I'm not somebody you want to have beef with. It's bad optics. Like, I'm on the righteous side, and if I make a mistake, work with me. But other than that, you have no reason to be, because we all are. Just understand what Kendrick has to be to even be doing the show there. We're not talking about Drake doing his show in LA. We are not talking about him in the Bay. We're not talking about that. But we are talking about Kendrick going there and doing the body of work. That's what it means to stand on them 10. That means standing on that business. I said what I said over here, and I'll be saying it over there as well. And that's what's so critical about me trying to make sure that I say it as viciously as I mean to say it as accurately as I can say it, because I'm gonna still have to be saying, you see what I'm saying? This is part of keeping that energy. And so you gotta respect it.
so just on the opposite side of that, right? Some people can see that. Some people can see the way Kendrick approached the Drake beef as I'm not agreeing with this, but tapping into your inner hater. Like, tapping into being like, yo, you know, and in Euphoria, like Kendrick said, you know,
those are people that
I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress. Like,
no, that's not really.
That's not hate though.
Yeah, but he was very specific so that you understand that this is not hatred. It's a double entendre he's giving you. He's saying I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make, because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make. That's all. So I'm saying I'm in the position where I'm a fan of both artists, right? So I don't pretend like I wasn't fucking with Drake before it happened.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't give a fuck who it is. I would tell anybody that's gonna fight a bear, I'm not gonna see you again. You can't beat the bear. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to say those kind of conversations because I'm a bear. You see? So, yeah, Kendrick is not who you wanted to tussle with. It didn't matter who you were. We just felt like because it was Drake that he would get that exemption. But not only is he going to not get the exemption, he going to be brought under more scrutiny. And when K-Dot pulled his cover and say that you just used the culture when you needed it, nobody going to pop up and disregard that and say differently. And the people that's quiet while you getting beat to death out there, the Carter 6 gonna be trash too. So thank God I'm putting my album out. As above, so below. It'll be coming, folks. Check it out. But anywho, my point is like, in warfare, there are casualties on both sides. That's why you need a peace god. Because in war, don't nobody win. Everybody takes heavy losses in all of these situations, you know? So
the fuck with the fuck out of here.
All right, y'all heard Katt throwing the little shots at Lil Wayne too. Because that Carter, yo, I ain't even heard it. I think I skimmed through a couple of tracks on that Carter album. I was like, God bless Lil Wayne. But I like how Katt said, you know, I'm in a position where I could be fans of both. But he was still acknowledging that, yeah, Kendrick cleaned up Drake. And that's the truth. And I don't even want to go too deep on the beef, but I was just thinking, damn, Drake made a lot of mistakes during that beef, you know. I wish he would have listened to Charlemagne. But if you know what I'm talking about, you know, I ain't gonna get too deep like I said. But I like how Katt explained that no. He feels like Kendrick wasn't saying, I hate Drake as a person. I hate the decisions that Drake makes. And it's an obvious difference in how Drake lives his life and Kendrick Lamar lives his life. But I will say, it's also how they portray themselves as well. Like, we don't know if Drake is really the guy that he's portraying. And the same thing with Kendrick. But I think for most strong, intelligent black people, people of the culture, people of hip hop, you like the image of Kendrick way more than you like the image of Drake. And that can go to a lot of things. It could be, you know, dark skin versus light skin. It could be you don't like Drake being a womanizer and messing with all these women and not being a family man. Then you have Kendrick, who seems to be somebody who cares about his family, cares about the image he portrays to his children. And also, I think a lot of people just feel like, well, Kendrick is of the culture. He's from the United States. He's, you know, seen all of the things that we talk about in hip hop. Kendrick has lived it. And a lot of people don't feel like Drake has lived that life even a speckle. And so I'm not mad at anybody who feels like that. I'll say for me, I'm a big Drake fan, but yeah, you know, I never looked at him like, you know, he was one of the guys on the block and stuff like that. And so you do get that from Kendrick, at least when I say one of the guys on the block, I'm saying somebody who has witnessed the pitfalls of growing up in the hood in America, all of the black struggles that we deal with, and he speaks to those very well. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all before, it's so funny how a lot of y'all watch. It's gonna be a week later if I have any criticism towards Kendrick, it's gonna be somebody who didn't watch this video and they're gonna say, "Oh, you just be me hugging Drake. You'll never." I got a million videos saying how much I love Kendrick, bigging up Kendrick. I was the first person who put out a video when he announced the Super Bowl, showing him love. But I done told y'all 50 million times, Kendrick got songs that have brought tears to my eyes. I remember when him and J. Cole was rapping on each other's beats, and I forget the name of the song, or what he called it when he was rapping on J. Cole's beat. And I'm not as young as y'all think I am, so my memory is all over the place. And I'm a fan of books and cartoons and movies and music, so my memory comes and goes. But I remember when he was rapping on that J. Cole beat. This had to be way before I even started YouTube. I remember I was broke, just going through it. And I was in front of a whole bunch of my homeboys. I'll never forget it. I think I was in front of like my brothers and another homeboy. It was like Brandon. I think Dre was there. I think my younger brother Anton was there too. We was sitting in the room, and that Kendrick came on, and I just started shedding tears. And I was like, damn, this nigga's good. So it just, but I got to do my job. I got to give y'all my opinion. Just because I'm a fan of people, it don't mean that they can't be criticized. And at the end of the day, I do think for what hip hop was built off of, Kendrick Lamar does represent it very well. And I have no problem with anybody saying he's the greatest. Because I think in that Mount Rushmore, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be there. But the critic in me is like, I want to see you take this year and go further with it. I don't want Kendrick to go away and hide after this, man. I really don't. After the tour is done, I want Kendrick to stay around. They say it's another project coming. I want that project, and I want another project. I want to see if Kendrick can play the album game, because that's what Drake did. And I know a lot of people want to say quality over quantity, and that is true. But if you've never put out music, you don't know the fear that comes from putting out albums. And that's a hot seat I like to see an artist in. I like to see an artist in that hot seat of, I'm putting out shit year after year, maybe a year and a half after something. You put out something this year, you wait a year, and then you put out something next year. Like, that's a hot seat to be like, can you deliver? Can you deliver? Can you deliver? Can you deliver? We seen J. Cole in that hot seat. We seen Drake in that hot seat. I want to see Kendrick in that hot seat. Because I think most good artists, if they take their time, they can put out a quality, a good, body of work. But to me, it's a true testament how good you are when you can put out music constantly. That's just me. That don't mean you're not an incredible rapper. That don't mean you don't have incredible songs. I just want to see that part of your game. So, shout out to Katt Williams. And this was on Carmelo Anthony's podcast too. So shout out to Melo too, doing big things over there with what's that dude? He used to have that show. What's his name? What's that dude? I forgot, the little light-skinned comedy dude. He used to have that show with the podcast with the dark sky, Deezus and Mero. I think that's Mero. I forget one of them dudes, man. So he do the podcast with Deezus and Mero, one of them, the light-skinned guy. And yeah, man, check it out if y'all can. The full interview, I heard it was fire. I think it's on Carmelo's YouTube channel. Let me go back and check. 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. That's the YouTube channel with Carmelo Anthony. Go check that out. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.